I've always been interested in where technology comes from and where it's going. We're going to learn about the companies that are based in Uruguay who are making technologies that touch your daily life regardless of where you live. Welcome to Future, powered by Uruguay.
This is really an incredible innovation hub. So I don't know if you know that Uruguay actually has the highest engineers per capita in South America.
I knew I was going to go to the engineering university. I was making the line to sign in, and I was with a friend, and he was going to be doing computer science, and I said, I'm not sure, man. I think I might do electronics. No, man, computer science is the future. Software is the future. I said, okay, maybe you're right. So I got in, and I think it was a great choice.
I think it's remarkable when companies in Uruguay can come together to work on projects and build things that have never been built before. And that's exactly the story that we heard from Yang Chum from Uruit. And he came together with Pyxis and Idatha to build something that had never been built before in computer vision and artificial intelligence.
Well, Uruit is a software development studio. We partner with companies and we help them create digital products that people love by combining creative design and robust engineering. So when GreyMeta approached us, they told us about the problem that they were trying to solve. And we spoke to the team, and we had two people that were really into machine learning, and they really liked the project and they wanted to get involved. But at the same time, we realized that we didn't have enough people. We went out and reached out to Idatha.
So Idatha is like the AI startup inside the ecosystem, I guess. We were like the first startup to be incubated inside this ecosystem in Pyxis. It was pretty cool, quite an adventure for everyone.
GreyMeta has been working with Uruit and Idatha for several years on a number of different projects.
A lot of people, when they hear Uruguay, they think about the beaches and they think about the food. And it's certainly beautiful, but there's a growing reputation for artificial intelligence and computer science that's coming out of this small country.
Obviously, there was a lot at stake. There was a lot of trust that needed to be built, and especially work being done across 3 different companies. The technologies used there mostly was computer vision, where we had to analyze large portions of the video material or the video footage.
The first project we worked on was around creating a custom soccer model using machine learning services to identify key activities within a soccer or football match. A free kick, a corner kick, a penalty, and obviously goals.
I mean, when they told us that they want to build like these Amazon services in-house, I think we hold our breath for a second and say, okay.
Yeah, let's just try and see what we can get. And we did a pretty cool model in a few weeks.
We started just from scratch. We have like these tons of hours of videos of football matches, and we have to process each one, tons of frames for those videos. We also built our own labeling tool to work with those frames and start to tagging each one to, well, these frames belongs to a card, these frames belongs to a goal, or a kickoff, or a corner kick, you know?
And yeah, they were able to go to that meeting with something cool to show, you know? So that was pretty exciting for everyone. And
we found a great resource of machine learning knowledge down there in Montevideo, and it was easy to work with them. They were very responsive. They quickly understood client needs and were prepared to create proof of concepts to to show how new services could be put together.
So that was one of the projects that we did together with Grey Meta, and that was a very interesting partnership with Uruit because 3 companies came together and the clients were some very big names in the media industry.
Yeah, we could compete, but that's not really not healthy, that's not what we want, and there's for sure there's space for everyone. There's a lot of opportunities, so instead of competing, we can make each other stronger by getting to air, and this is a super good example of that.
When it comes to technology, it's like the entire ecosystem is what drives new possibility.
We always want to go even farther, like push our limits, and I think it's all about that.
And that's kind of a double-edged sword, you know. If you get something pretty cool working pretty fast, then people tend to think that you can do anything, and that's not always the case.
Uruguay is a very interesting place and it is often overlooked because it's a tiny country in between 2 monsters, Brazil and Argentina.
The degree on how people know about Uruguay has been, growing. And when we talk about what we're doing and when we talk about technology and when we talk about software, it comes as a shock, I guess, most of the times. It's a surprise.
In the future, we will see accessibility for everybody in a different sense, in a virtual reality sense.
I'm a firm believer that eventually a fully, functional artificial intelligence will come. I feel like we're in a spaceship, like cruising, accelerating and never stopping. It's like new things are coming up every day. And I think that's what makes also this industry very interesting, very dynamic. It's like you're never stuck.